Hey everybody, Facebook friends, group members, YouTube subscribers, and guitar chart enthusiasts. This is Andy's free guitar chart video series, and this is a lesson that I want to get rolling this morning, and it's for chart number 173, but we also have 174 and we have 172. So let's just do a back step here. I was just checking something for the lesson on this chart, and I kind of owe you the second part of the lesson from yesterday, where we're working with these patterns. Now the excitement is really on the 172 and 73 chart. Everything I do is lately is mostly been working on barred patterns. Barred patterns, what I mean is finger barred patterns. So if I have an F finger barred here, but if we're playing that as the fourth of a C chord, see how we can move that bar? Well, we have to do a little coverage of this situation here, and that is the long patterns. Key of caged long patterns for diatonic scales at the fret nut or anywhere. These patterns can also be done to the right of the fret nut, so they can be done anywhere. So let's zoom in on it and so we can get interested in it. Now, as you know, you might have seen some of my older charts, and things do get kind of complicated over here. This isn't a string by string. This is attempting to make it as simple as possible, but it's very simple for the the finger barred chords that I was just showing you, like this finger barred E here. But you can't play that if you're at home there, because your fret nut would be there. So that would be a fret nut barred E or an open E. Okay, finger barred G here. So let's talk about that open E for a second. Now my wrist and my is hurt a little bit from doing something wrong. I'm not sure what. I think it's playing all these wonderful chords, and I had changed chairs or something because my back was sore, and that chair had less mobility. You saw in my last lesson, every time I picked up the guitar, it would bang into the handrail, so my chair back there. So, long story short, let's look at the word caged here for a second. This is supposed to have some color to it. I don't know if it does. No, it doesn't. I don't know why the other colors didn't take, but well, we have E here, so that's my bad. But it doesn't matter. It's just the word cage. I like to color it. The colors of cage that I use for G is light red, for C is yellow, for E is green. The one green came out, and for A is blue, and D is purple. So those are those colors. And so let's talk about the long patterns now. So real quick here, if I'm playing an E here, or an A, or a D, and lesser known, the G, but not the C, because you can play the entire C diatonic spectrum. When I talk about the diatonic spectrum, all 6 strings here, following the scale in all 6 strings, and that's very basic modal. That's a very good modal technique to use. When, let's say we have a C major scale on the piano. Okay, if I can follow that C major scale, let's say I'm just going to play all white keys, all the ivories. So you choose any key. I can't do, choosing any key and shut my eyes, will probably come up C. Okay, B, very close. I can play those same white keys right there. So anywhere you start on the piano with the white keys, you're playing a modal scale, one of the modes of C. So that's what I'm talking about, all 6 strings here, except the low E. We're going to start, let's say, in the key of C here. Key of C. Remember, we were talking about not the key of C. Now, first I'm going to tell you why not the key of C. So it would be, okay. So right there, we've got a modal scale, and this is what I want you to be able to do. Just like that. Notice I played it at the same speed. That way I could also have an ear check and a watch check to know when I'm going to stop up here. So that's the key of C, and notice we can play the whole thing in this first open chord zone, I call it, the first 4 frets. But the other 4 key of caged keys, they're actually keys. So we've got, remember, the cage system is C, A, G, E, D. Sorry about the little sign here. That'll probably be fixed later when I'm house cleaning. We've got 4 keys left here. So we've got really C, A, G, E, D. Okay, these are in order of adding sharps. So G, remember I said G, like, wait a minute, G, but no, people don't usually know G. G, you can't play that scale. You cannot play that G scale without hitting this F sharp here. Okay, so you can't do the open G pentatonic. You could do the open G pentatonic. You can't do the open G diatonic scale. Imagine the fret nut's still here. So it would be like, okay, in the G shape now, I'm going to play that for you using the technique that we're going to learn in a little while. Right there. Almost got it. I messed up the easiest string, which is just a repeat of the bottom string. So we can't get that F sharp. Alright? So remember, C, we don't have to worry about anything. G, we have to worry about that G sharp. Right there. So this bottom one, you might be wondering, how can he play that G scale? How did I do that? We're going to learn how to do that today. But before we learn how to do that, we're going to learn how to play G with the long patterns. And D and A and E are the same thing. With E, okay, pentatonically, the E pentatonic scale, these 3 notes you can't get. So those are 3 notes that are going to be played on the long pattern, and we're going to access those notes with the long pattern. Same thing with A, pentatonic. Let's just do the pentatonic. Imagine your guitar it was longer than it is, right? So you could do an A pentatonic from the open position. Okay, or I can actually play the diatonic now. So I'm going to teach you today. Hopefully this will work. That's it. That's it. Yay, I did it. This is why I'm really happy and excited to be teaching you guitar lesson today. In this late day in July 2024. So this is coming to the end of the segment. We're going to pick it up right where we left off